Brandy gives a message to the people who are concerned about her appearance, about her weight, and all of the things, you guys. Oh my, we got to get into it. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 8. Brandy, Miss I Want to Be Down, Miss The Boy Is Mine, Miss Broken Hearted, you know what I'm saying? Miss Best Friend, Miss Full Moon, Miss Almost Doesn't Count, and one of my top two faves. It might be top two, you know what I'm saying? And not really two. Talk about our love, Brandy. That Brandy is speaking out because people were making disgusting and disparaging comments about her appearance recently. Now, I did a video some days ago because Brandy and Monica were headlining the Essence Music Festival, right? And ultimately, there was drama because the show started 40 minutes late. There was sound issues. Some people were leaving multiple times at different points through the set and everything else, because I believe Brandy and Monica were out until almost 2 a.m., right? And Brandy, I think, made some comments about the crowd that I had some clips, and I think Monica did as well. And then after that, after her headlining with Monica, the Essence Music Festival, Brandy then was honored in her hometown and received a celebration for her lasting impact on music, television, and culture. And so there were thousands of fans that were in Mississippi on July 6th, and this was a public celebration recognizing Brandy's accomplishments, and it turned into a tribute as well for Brandy. Now, the problem was that people, I guess, were going in on her appearance. They didn't like her hairstyle. They felt that she looked too thin, and they were just making all types of disparaging and disgusting comments. And it reminded me of the time when y'all were doing that to Chadwick. Y'all didn't like how skinny he looked. Y'all didn't like all this, and y'all were just going in on him. And none of y'all knew at the time what was going on with him. Now, this is not me saying that there is anything going on with Brandy. I want to make that clear. But I feel like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the social media stuff can be extremely cruel. And I don't know why y'all get so obsessed with people's appearance. I really have no idea why y'all do, right? Brandy has not done anything to y'all. She has not, been disrespectful to any of y'all. All she's trying to do, you know what I'm saying, is continue to, preserve her legacy. She had a successful tour with Monica last year. Potentially could lead to a Vegas residency with the success of the Essence Music Festival, because I felt, in my opinion, based off of what I saw of the way that they changed up their set list and their set design, that they really, it was giving that they were trying to put on a potential Vegas production to show you all the things that they're capable of doing, is what it felt like to me. It felt like a Vegas residency audition, right? To really, step up the game, because there's millions out here to be made when you have a Vegas residency, right? That's just my opinion. Or potentially to expand this to an international tour. I never was concerned in the performances of Brandy, of her appearance, of how she looked or how her hair looked. I personally said I didn't care for the blonde braids, but outside of that, it was nothing, you know what I'm saying, and in regards to her looks, it was nothing in regards to, if she was too thin or any of the things. I solely was trying to see what this performance was trying to give. I was trying to see what the set list was looking like, and I was giving critiques based off of the actual performance of her and Monica and what they incorporated into their set list and set design that was different from the tour that y'all saw them on last year. versus some of the fans that were leaving, right? That had some concerns about how late that they started and how long, you know what I'm saying, it was getting for them and all of this and all of that. Brandy has since been made aware because the comments that people were making on her appearance have since gone viral on social media, where people, of course, you know, create all this discourse and all these think pieces about the people that they have no idea who these people are. They have no idea what these people are going through. They have no idea what these people's situations are. But Brandy has been working. Brandy has been booked and busy. Really, with the success of her tour with her and Monica, it's been nonstop. She's had a book tour, and like I said, she was just honored as well right after the Essence Music Festival. So she's had a lot of things that have been happening for her, and she just starred in a movie as well that I believe featured her daughter in it on Lifetime. So there's been all types of things that have been happening for Brandy, and it's been kind of like a career resurgence for her. So that sometimes can take wear and tear on the body and everything else, because you have to take into account hours of rehearsal, hours of preparation, hours of all these things. And when you're booked and busy, you don't have a lot of time for you. You don't have a lot of time for you. So with that being said, I want to get into what Brandy said, and this is posted via her Instagrammies. It says, "Hey, beauty," with purple heart emojis, a diamond emoji, a butterfly emoji, and a fingerprint emoji. "Perhaps we've been looking for it in all the wrong places, in youth, in perfection, in approval, in bodies that never change, in faces that never age. But life is never meant to leave us untouched. It shapes us, it humbles us, it refines us. Every season leaves its signature upon us. And maybe that's where beauty has been all along. Not escaping change, but in becoming through it. I've learned that it takes only a moment to form an opinion about somebody's appearance and a lifetime to understand what they have lived through. So may we be gentler with one another. Not because everyone is fragile, but because everyone is carrying a story we cannot see. Our words have weight. Our judgments have weight. Our kindness does too. Our world will always be tempted to measure people by what is visible, but love has never looked only at the surface. Love sees the whole person. I've stopped trying to earn my reflection. I've stopped asking the mirror to tell me who I am. I know who I am. And that knowing has given me a freedom no opinion could ever take away. If this post leaves you with anything, I hope that it is this. Before you speak about somebody's body, before you speak about somebody's face, before you decide who they are by what you see, remember you are looking at someone's child, someone's friend, someone's dream, someone's life, a soul. And soul has always been more beautiful than surfaces. Love, Brand, short for Brandy, with a blue heart emoji, a diamond emoji, a navy blue heart emoji, a butterfly emoji, a fingerprint emoji, and praying hands emoji. And there is not an opportunity for you to leave a comment, which you know what I'm saying? I'm not shocked by. And then Brandy has some new pictures with her and like some type of, you know, it's given a chocolate brown type of wig and all this and all of that. And to me, she you know, looks fine. So I want to say this again. It's like I try very hard when I am talking about these celebrities, these reality stars, these athletes, and anything else that we come across, you know, comes across the desk, that it's strictly about their actions, their behavior, or whether I liked or disliked something. If I liked or liked a performance, if I liked or disliked an episode of a TV show, if I liked or disliked somebody's behavior on social media, and all of this, I try to keep it about their actions and what they're saying and what they're doing. I try not to get involved in people's appearances. I try not to get involved with their kids or any of that. I really try to keep it focused in on the individual, which is why when I did my recap of Brandy and Monica's performance, I wanted to highlight what the fans thought, and I wanted to highlight what I thought from the footage that I saw of the set. And I didn't talk about how Brandy looked or any of those things. I talked about how she switched up her hairstyles. I talked about I didn't like the blonde braids. I prefer her with the black braids or the chocolate braids or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, that's what Brandy chose to wear. But I feel like the people that were going in on her face or going in on how thin she is or all of this and all of that, even Brandy is saying in this statement as well that, words have weight, that people need to be kinder to another and everything else. But the big thing that stood out to me in this, Brandy said, because everyone is carrying a story that we cannot see. And sometimes these celebrities, and I give Chadwick again the example, you don't know what's going on with these celebrities. You don't know if they have any illnesses, if they have anything else that may have caused them to drop significant weight, or they might be stressed, or they may be dealing with some other things going on in their lives that has impacted their weight. Either they've lost a lot of weight or they've gained a lot of weight. Sometimes it could be due to a medical condition. Sometimes it could be due to a disease. You just don't know what these people are battling. And sometimes, even in the case of Brandy, you know what I'm saying? With how booked and busy she has been, we really don't know what is going on in her personal life. We don't know. All we know is Brandy has been booked and busy. She had a successful tour with Monica. She then went on a book tour after that and just headlined the Essence Music Festival with Monica and went to, you know what I'm saying, be honored. So she's been on a big time run for really, you know what I'm saying, going on over a year, at least. And probably longer when you factor in all of the preparation and all the things that go into, putting a tour together, putting a book together, putting a book tour together, you know what I'm saying? Working on this Essence set and everything else. Like there's a lot that Brandy has been doing these past couple of years. And outside of that, we don't know what's going on with her in her personal life. But I just feel like people do too much sometimes in attacking people's looks when it's not necessary. If you want to give a critique, because even what happened with the whole, on her tour where people were trying to be messy of which celebrities came to see Brandy, which ones didn't, and then people try to put out discourse that Brandy and Monica were fighting on the tour and all this other nonsense, and Brandy had to come out then and give a statement. And then when Shine was on Mace and Cameron's podcast and tried to imply that Brandy was entangled with him and Mace and trying to be all weird and stuff, and Brandy had to come out and speak out about that. Brandy's had to come out and speak out multiple times against her brother Ray J that always does too much and tries to insert himself in stuff. Like it gets to a point where Brandy, you know what I'm saying, at the height of Brandy's career was pre-social media. So Brandy already had to deal with several criticisms and scrutiny and all the things, but it was pre-social media. And so now in the social media age, I feel like people just want to pick apart everything about these celebrities, and words have impact. And people going viral for the wrong things have impact. But Brandy has not done anything to anybody to warrant some of the discourse that y'all be doing. And she doesn't deserve attacks on her appearance because, like she said, there is things that are going on with people that are not seen. So basically that tells me that there may or may not be stuff that's going on that y'all don't see with Brandy, but it's not fair for y'all to come for her appearance for it. So that's my take on this. I want to hear from y'all, you guys, though. What do y'all think of this? What do you think of Brandy basically saying, listen, look at here. Be kind. Be gentle with people. Attacking people's looks is not the way. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video, please. There is that. That is it. That is all. Es todos es final. Es finito. Es the end of the road. The end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.